But the truth is, we are only harming ourselves more than we are harming the enemy. Doctors tell us that many of their patients are victims of their own anger and resentment. They are sick because they are consumed with anger and hatred. The best medicine that they could take would be the teaching of Jesus. Do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who mistreat you. I'd like to give you an example. You may recall this. Back in 2006 of October, a man named Charles Roberts entered a one-room Amish schoolhouse in Nickel Mines, Pennsylvania, and he shot 10 girls, killing 5. He then killed himself. Within hours of the shooting, the Amish community announced their forgiveness of the gunman. Their community extended compassion to the shooter's widow and children, providing financial assistance to them and comfort. They attended the killer's funeral service. This extraordinary act of forgiveness was deeply rooted in the Amish faith, and it emphasizes the loving of one's enemies and adhering to biblical teachings about forgiveness. One Amish man stated, "If you have Jesus in your heart and he has forgiven you, how can you not forgive other people?" The community's choice to forgive and not to focus on vengeance allowed them to begin the process of healing and reweaving the social fabric torn by this tragedy. The Amish people's response astounded many on the outside, serving as a stark contrast to the typical reactions that people have of anger and vengeance in the face of tragedy. The act of forgiveness did not erase the community's grief, but rather it provided a path to move forward and begin the mending process after an unthinkable act. Today, these scriptures challenge us to think about how we handle anger and resentment in our own lives, especially when it begins to control and consume us. Are we able to forgive and let go? A little prayer. Lord, help us to learn from the enemies of the psalmist concerning their fate. The psalmist says, "My enemies dug a pit in my path, but they ended up falling into it themselves." Something to think about.